Myself, K. Prashant Naik, first year civil engineering. My studying Srinivasa Ramanjan Institution of Technology. Topic ionic polarization. Subject name engineering physics. Ionic polarization. Introduction to ionic polarization. Ionic polarization refers to the discretion of the electrons called of the ion in reference of to the electrical field of another ion. This phenomena is significant is determining the properties of the ionic components and their internets. Ionic polarization play a key role in the formation of the covalent character in the ionic bond. Definition of ionic polarization. Ionic polarization occurs when a cation's positive charge and actinides the electrons called of the cold ion. The exit of distribution depends on the size and charge of the ions involved. Similarly, highly charged cations terrifies induced greater polarization in ion. Factor influencing ionic polarization. The size of the cation and anion significantly affected the degree of polarization. Highly charged cation cases more discretion components to low charged cations of the same size. The electronic gravity of the anion also influences the susceptibility to polarization. Polarizing power of the cation. Polarizing power refers to the ability of the cation to discard the electron called on of an anion. Similarly, and the more charged cations exhibit higher polarizing power. Examples called the lithium ion and aluminum ion where are strong polarizing agents. Polarizability of anion. Polarizability is the message of how easily an electron called can be distributed. Large ions with more electrons traffically show figure polarizability. Anions such as iodide exhibited greater than polarizability than similarly anions like phyllogrability. Anions worsen covalent character. Anion components can exhibit verification degrees of covalent characteristic due to ionic polarization. The greater than the polarization, the more covalent the bond becomes. Understanding the concept helps in the predicting the behavior of the ionic components in the different environments. అయానిక్ పోలరైజేషన్ కోవలెంట్ దానికి డిస్టెన్స్ వచ్చేసి దీనికి పాజిటివ్ అండ్ నెగిటివ్ ఉంటుంది, మళ్ళీ దానికి హెచ్ అనే వాల్యూతో సూచిస్తారు. అప్లికేషన్స్ ఆఫ్ ద అయానిక్ పోలరైజేషన్. అయానిక్ పోలరైజేషన్ ఈస్ correlates in the understanding to solubility and the melting point of the ionic components. It also helps is preceding the stability of ionic lattice under different continents. The concept is applied in the materials since practically the development of ionic conductors. Case studies in the ionic polarization. The behavior of the lithium fluoride variance load iodide insulated verification degrees and ionic polarization. In leaf, the similarly Li ania has high polarizing power leading to significant covalent character. In the constant pH plus 1 to 2 shown more ionic character due to the larger size of pH 2 plus and ion. Experimental techniques of the measure polarization. Techniques in the such as X-ray difference can provide insight into the struggles charged caused by polarization, subtractivity methods can measure in the energy charges associated with ionic intersection. Compositional model are also used to productly and visually ionic polarization effects. Conclusion and future declination. Ionic polarization remains a fundamental component and chemistry with bonds implications across declinations. Future research may focus on the role in the ion polarization in imaging technologies like battery design. Understanding ionic polarization will continue to each our gaps of the material practice and molecular integration. Thank you. Thank you, sir.